Macmillan Audio presents The Cursing Mommy's Book of Days by Ian Frazier, read by Cynthia Nixon. To all of you, a cheerful and warm good morning. I am nobody special, particularly in the eyes of other drivers and some of the clients of my husband Larry. I am just the cursing mommy, your neighbor and friend, sitting with my morning coffee here at the kitchen table after children and husband have been safely dispatched to school and the work he complains so bitterly about. I take a quiet moment for myself and you. Wrap your hands around your coffee cup, close your eyes, and share this moment with me. The goddamn fucking kitchen ceiling needs to be repaired. Excuse me, I did not mean to curse right then, but that is what I get for disregarding my own advice for as much as a second and opening my eyes. Accidentally, I glanced up at the mess the kitchen ceiling has become, plaster sagging in 2 places and a couple of pieces even breaking off and falling down, and I let out some curse words inadvertently. Well, that happens sometimes. Also, I won't think about that horrible night when the toilet in the bathroom above the kitchen overflowed, leading to the problem with the plaster. Apparently, Larry had never heard of such a thing as a shut-off valve. Now my eyes are closed again, my fingers laced comfortably around the cup, and the cursing mommy is with you in her mind. The wonderful philosopher Pierre Teilhard de Chardin, in French his last name sounds something like of the garden, isn't that lovely, once wrote, "My son is probably trying not to faint at school right now. I should have kept him home, and that awful assistant principal will probably be a jerk to me about it again." I'm sorry. No, Pierre Teilhard de Chardin did not write anything of the kind. Rather, he wrote, "We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience." Spiritual beings having a human experience. Doesn't that sound so perfectly right? As spirit, we are at once infinitely more and infinitely less than the steam rising off our coffee cups. Spirits on a human journey, we tread our common path through time. Isn't it glorious when you think about it, that we're all on this human journey together? Each morning like this forms another stepping stone along our way. Today, at this exact quiet moment at the kitchen table, the cursing mommy begins the journey of another year. To all my fellow spirits out there who have followed the cursing mommy through her columns and other products, I extend a friendly invitation to come along. Please, join the cursing mommy on my year's journey, day by day, as our spirits grow. January. Tuesday, January 4th. And so, we set out. Ideally, this daybook would have started on Saturday morning, January 1st, but Larry and I had to be in Encino. A client of Larry's invites the whole office out there to stay over in his gigantic house for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day every year. This client brings in a huge amount of business, and Larry says we might be sleeping in the car if it weren't for him, so of course we have to go. And I do mean we, because the client is a big believer in wives attending, though they don't have much to do. Husbands, on the other hand, the client isn't so crazy about. That's another story. As a result, we weren't here for New Year's Day. We flew back on the 2nd, and on the 3rd, I drove to the assisted living to see my fucking father. Tuesday, January 4th. I feel that I must start this day, month, and year over again. Just thinking about that weekend and then the trip to the goddamn horrible assisted living makes me want to put that nonsense far, far behind. I will clear my head, get a refill on my coffee, and go back to the kitchen table where I began. We must always remember to be grateful for what we have. On this winter morning, with the temperature in the 20s and snow covering the ground outside, I am grateful just to be sitting here sheltered and indoors.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?